Praise be to the holy name of God. Today we will meditate upon the relationship between David and Jonathan. This you can read in 1 Samuel chapter 18. Strange was the relationship between David and Jonathan. They were close friends, and scripture says the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. They even shared the robes and garments and were always together. There was no unspeakable relationship between them, and the scripture does not say so. Saul also did not like the relationship between David and Jonathan. He had even warned Jonathan. David and Jonathan probably thought that there was nothing objectionable in their relationships. One day, Saul was angrily sitting in his house. He was possessed by an evil spirit. Seeing David coming into the room, he picked up a javelin and threw at David to pin him to the wall. God, by his mercy, protected David, and he ran away from the house of Saul. But why did David face such a danger to his life? In James chapter 4 verse 4 we read, "Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God." By this verse of New Testament, the relationship between David and Jonathan became the friendship of the world. Therefore, it became an enmity of God. Hence, God allowed the attempt on David's life to separate David and Jonathan. If Jonathan was allowed to live, he would have been of great help to David in building the kingdom of Israel. But the ministry of David has to progress further. The separation between David and Jonathan is now made permanent. Jonathan was killed in a battle. David laments, and his fault is thus known. Your love to me was wonderful, surpassing the love of women. We, living in New Testament times, understand the friendship of the world is enmity with God. New Testament does not allow friendship of the world, even if such friendship is not something unspeakable. According to 1 Corinthians chapter 5, you read in verses 10 and 11, this does not mean that we should stay away from friends in general. Then we would need to go out of the world. Yet, such a relationship cannot become so close a relationship that it will become an enmity with God. These are spiritual attributes. Only the individual concerned can know the limits. Love of the world is a powerful vanity surrounding us. Love is strongly deceptive, that many times we do not realize the transgressions. It requires inner strength to rip through the vanity with sober mind. May the Spirit of the Lord give us inner strength that we may have peace with heaven and God. May God bless you.